So the way you actually get to the arpeggiation functionality is you'll go to any instrument that you're in. So right now we're in FL keys, and you'll click this little gear icon, and it'll bring down a little sub menu where you'll see a plug and a wrench. What you want to do is make sure you're in the wrench menu, and you want to go to this console, which is the arpeggiator console. There's a bunch of macros that you can tweak. So let me know if you want like a channel rack tutorial, because it's actually very, very cool. It's a whole VST, bro. It's actually kind of crazy. But specifically, you know, we're talking about the arpeggiator today. So now that I've shown you that on FL keys, you could so let me just show you really quickly. Actually, when it's off, that means there's no arpeggiation. That's the default setting, right? When you load up anything in the channel rack, it does not arpeggiate. Like your hi-hat's not going to arpeggiate. All your chord progressions and stuff in different VSTs is not going to arpeggiate. But if you hit any of these other things, like you could even randomize it, for example, but let's just start with like the direction up, and you're going to see how that's going to change our chord progression. And then there's a bunch of different macros you can tweak. Like you can tweak time. That's one of my favorite ones to just adjust right off the bat, right? Because that's going so crazy. Then you can adjust range, which is the amount of octaves it covers in its arpeggiation. You can bounce it up and down off the, you know, the upper limits of your lowest and highest chord. There's a bunch of different things you can do. So really just play around with the actual macros just inside of this arpeggiation console. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go find a couple of patches in repro that I like, build out a quick melody, just so I can kind of demonstrate to you how powerful this really is. So we'll come back into the plugin and let's go to presets. And I have a bunch of favorites saved already. So let's just see. That's actually hard. So perfect. So we'll come back into the arpeggiator. The first thing I'm going to do again is just tweak that sound, that time, and maybe the range a little bit. Maybe more range. That's hard. So now let's just pitch it down a little bit.